Pepe. All right, here we go. We have seen a drop below our support area and then a rapid move up. This was absolutely beautiful. This was 75% within a day, but actually a little bit more than that. But what's great about this move, what's really, really big about this move, is that we found resistance exactly where I was warning you guys we could start to see some problems. This is actually a position that I was really keen on taking, and I'm glad I didn't take it because Pepe has, it would have actually been profitable. Oh wow, yeah, it would have been really profitable. I forget that the price moves were so big. That's a 12% move, and I said 2 times leverage, so it would have been a 24% profit. Nothing crazy, but definitely something good. That's exactly what I aim for. I'm happy. I'll take my 20-30%, and I'll even leave. Right? I don't even need to hit the home run. You guys know about the Bitcoin position that I'm in. Made over 400% profit, over $200,000. That's really cool, but that's not what I aim for. You guys know that really well. I actually aim for the more kind of, 20, 30, 50%. That's it. If you just keep on doing that, you're chilling. You're making a lot of money. And you'll compound. You'll actually make a lot more than the guy that aims for home runs a lot of the time, because you'll just stack big winners. These are still big, 20, 30, 50%. You'll just stack big winners, and it'll go very, very well for you. So kind of wish I took that now after saying that out loud. But the reason that I said I'm glad I didn't is because it's found support fairly quickly. See, like it pulled back a little bit, but if we zoom in and really look at what's been happening here, what's super clear is that this price level right here, this 160 area, was where Pepe found a little bit of support back towards the beginning of May, a little bit of support here, and a little bit of support here. So when we got this rejection, this is actually the exact level that Pepe has stopped falling down at. Now I want to make this clear, this is a really small area of support from everything I can see, so it's not something that I would have a lot of confidence in, but the fact that we are getting some bounce at all is promising, okay? It's also happening, obviously, at the same time that Bitcoin is bouncing. Things got pretty interesting for Bitcoin. Obviously, I'll cover this back on the main channel. And by the way, if you are watching this Pepe video on the main channel, I want you to know that you're watching it late. So please go on to the top link in the description and follow the link to this 𝗬𝗙𝐻𝑖𝐻𝑖𝑠 Daily YouTube channel. This channel is free. This is where the Pepe video was originally uploaded to. So all videos that I upload to the 𝗬𝗙𝐻𝑖𝐻𝑖𝑠 Daily channel, are just going to be, rapid fire altcoin analysis. So if you're not already there, make sure you follow that top link. And while you're down there, if you're interested in trading Pepe without KYC, check out BingX with the link in the description down below. You're going to get over $5,000 in bonuses, access to indices, commodities, forex, stocks, on top of all of the crypto pairs that you want to trade anyway, without KYC, which is really, really cool. And if you want to trade on Bybit with Pepe, they will give you up to $30,000 in free trading capital that you can trade Pepe with, which is really, really cool. Follow those links down there to take advantage of those offers. But as I was saying with Bitcoin, we saw a big move up for Bitcoin too. It was, only 4%, so nothing like what Pepe saw, but that's still a big move for Bitcoin, and it also puts Bitcoin basically right back at the floor that Bitcoin just lost. This is actually one of the most compelling places to consider a short position right now, because we're retesting the high, right? I'll talk about that a lot more on the main channel, so make sure that you are subscribed there if you haven't done so already. But what that could mean for Pepe, and that's the reason that this chart is looking a little bit optimistic, is the fact that we found support here. It could be an indication that actually, yeah, there is a little bit of strength here, and it could allow the market to rise back up towards that resistance level. Now, the thing to keep in mind about a coin like Pepe is if it wakes up again, and it definitely woke up again today, if it wakes up again, it can really start flying very quickly. So we've already basically seen that, right? I mean, this was, most of the move happened basically here in this window. This is a 7.5 hour window where we went up by 62%. That can definitely happen again. This kind of price action isn't difficult for a coin like Pepe to keep printing just constantly, something a little bit like that. I would totally expect this to happen. If we did end up ripping through, we'd find a bit of resistance here. Maybe we get a smaller pullback. We'd actually start forming, interestingly, an ascending triangle. We'd have resistance at the same level. We'd have a rising support line. And then we'd just explode through resistance after that rejection. Maybe even deviate above it, because this would probably be a very big move. And then we'll come back below. this is probably what I would expect if we do come back up to this resistance area. I certainly think Pepe is likely to break it. It is a good area of resistance on this chart because we've tested it a lot as support. But again, the vigor that Pepe might be able to carry. And you got to think, like, if Pepe does that, that's probably going to be accompanied with Bitcoin reclaiming its range. And if Bitcoin reclaims its range, it's going to be a big day for crypto. It's going to be a big deal. Something that was actually really bearish and really dangerous would potentially turn into an opportunity. So that could turn into a big deal for Bitcoin. And that's why, again, it's very fair to expect extreme, I'm not saying we're going to have a slow, grind up, extreme fuck you levels of volatility, because that's what we've seen so far. We've seen a very steep drop complemented by, the exact same velocity trading back up. Let's actually take a look at this because I'm curious. It's very similar numbers like from here, by eyeballing it, 22 hours to do this, and then to get back up to the same price, 17 hours. So pretty close, not super close, but definitely pretty close. It shows us quite clearly, when Pepe starts running, it is explosive. So eyes are on this resistance level. As far as this support level goes, I do still think that it could serve as support, especially seeing as though this kind of looks like a deviation now. So if we do come back down, a bit of a support catch here, that would just push in, that would just put in a brand new higher low, which would be very bullish for Pepe to attack the upside again. So no matter what happens, this is a strong move. If we only produced a move up to here, I'd be a lot less confident. If we only produced a move up to here, I'd be a lot less confident. But the fact that Pepe got up to this resistance level, that's a big deal. Pepe did nearly double. Let's keep the facts in mind here. 77%. It nearly doubled today. So this is a big deal, and it's not just your your dead cat bounce or your little flash of weakness before things get really shit. This is something that's worth paying attention to. Now, that all of that said, Pepe can be the coin. If anything is going to be the coin, Pepe can be the coin that produces a massive 77% bounce, which, doesn't materialize and the market just keeps dropping down. It would be, something that we shouldn't be surprised by. At the moment, I'm not going to say that something that bearish is going to happen. At the moment, my worst case is that Pepe comes back down here to find support. Depending on how we find support, I will reevaluate. If we get a weak bounce, then yeah, that would probably indicate we're going to drop lower. How would I know if it's a weak bounce? I'll look at things like the volume down here. I'll look at how we interacted with the level. Did we bounce up quickly? Did we fall down here and then trade sideways for a little bit? Well, that's pretty bearish. That definitely indicates we could drop lower. But did we, potentially fall down here and immediately get a spike? Well, if we immediately got a spike, that tells us that buyers are very quickly, very readily willing to step in. And when we start seeing signs like that, it might not mean that it lasts a long time. It might last a little bit longer on some occasions, or it might actually turn out to be something quite explosive. But if we get these quick V-shaped corrections where the price just shoots right back up very quickly when it falls down to a support level, it is usually an indication of at least a little bit more upside to come, right? Not necessarily anything huge like here, but at least a little bit. At least a little bit, maybe a lot. So it would be something where, yeah, I'd raise an eyebrow and I'd be interested, but that's kind of the only, I don't want to see Pepe coming down here. I just want to see it kind of build on this and attack the resistance. This would be, the best thing to do in a slightly more concerning case, it's seeing that quick correction, but it would still be very, very good. So that's what I'm seeing with Pepe right now. A lot of it is going to depend on Bitcoin, which I'm going to be talking about on the main channel. So once again, if you are watching this YouTube video on the main channel, make sure you subscribe to the altcoin analysis channel so you can get all this content right when it's published. If you're interested in trading these markets, you're in luck because you've got some amazing platforms right here to use. These top two don't require KYC, and BingX will give you over $5,000 in bonuses. If you want to trade on Bybit, you're going to get up to $30,000 in free trading money that you can trade with. You can trade Pepe with it. You can even buy Pepe for free. You're paying 0% spot fees on Bybit, which is very, very cool. And if you just want to stack these bonuses, if you want to make this your lucky day, you're getting bonuses on Bitflex. You're getting 5K on BingX, 30k on Bybit. We're up to 35. I'm not sure what Bitflix gives. I forgot. OKX gives another 60. All right, so we're up to 65k. Prime XBT, you're getting another 7. You're getting $72,000 worth of bonuses when you follow the links in the description down below. Need I say more? Check them out if you're interested. It helps out the channel too. I really hope you have enjoyed this one. Do me a favor, smash up the likes, subscribe, tick the bell, do all that good stuff as you're on your way out of this video, and I'll see you all in the very next one. Cheers.